Hi everyone, welcome to a 30 minutes Pilates mat class today. All you'll need is yourself and a mat, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'll get you coming, bring your heels to the back of the mat. We're going to bring our feet so they're parallel, ankles under hip bones, and we're just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. As we exhale, tuck the chin to the chest and just rolling down. We can soften through the knees here. Keep the chin tucked under. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as we roll back up. So nice and slow, giving the spine a nice stretch. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tucking the chin to the chest, rolling all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Feeling like you're peeling the spine off a wall here. Chin stays tucked under. Inhale at the bottom and exhale as we roll up, scooping through the belly, stacking the spine nice and slow. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, chin to chest, rolling down. Nice and controlled. You can lengthen the legs a little bit more in our last roll down here. Nice deep breath in at the bottom and exhale as we roll up, nice and controlled, one vertebrae at a time. As we reach the top, we're going to take a step to the tops of our mats here and come sitting down, pressing our heels into the mat and just wrapping your hands underneath the backs of your knees or hamstrings there. Starting with the straight back, we're going to inhale. Exhale, scooping through the belly, rounding out through the spine, coming into a nice C curve. Inhale, stacking through the spine. Exhale, finding that half roll back, giving the lower back a nice stretch and engaging through the core. For one more, inhale through the nose. Exhale, find that half roll back. We're going to hold here for a breath, tucking the chin all the way under, stretching right through the back of the body, and then rolling all the way down, nice and controlled, one vertebrae at a time. As we reach the mat there, we're going to hug your knees in towards the chest and just let the lower back release down into the mat in this position as we lie onto our backs. For one more breath, inhale through the nose with a long exhalation out of the mouth. So trying to use that Pilates breath through our session today. It's an inhale through the nose and an exhale out of the mouth. Each time you exhale, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. We're going to curl all the way up, bringing the forehead towards the knees, holding onto your right knee as we stretch our left leg long, and we're going to alternate from side to side here. Breathing deeply, inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Keep that going for 4 more each side. And 3. Good. 2. 1 more each side, hugging the knees all the way in, releasing down through the upper body there, taking a nice deep breath in. This time as we exhale, rolling all the way up, forehead towards the knees. This time we're going to stretch the arms and legs nice and long, circle out through the arms, hug the knees all the way back in. So double leg stretch, really warming up through our core. You can hug the knees in, curl around through the spine for 3 more. And 2. 1 more here, hug the knees in, releasing down through the upper body. We're going to release our feet down onto the mat. Our feet are hip width distance apart and just working into a pelvic tilt. So finding our neutral pelvis, hip bones and pubic bone on one level plane. You can take your hands onto your lower abdominals here if you like. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, pressing the lower back down into the mat. And we want to scoop and hollow through the belly. Inhale back to neutral pelvis. Exhale as we press down through the lower back. Keep that movement going for me 3 more times. Exhale to press down. Inhale for 2 more. Good. 1 more here. As we press down through the lower back, we're going to roll our hips up nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Hold it at the top and just organizing your feet so your ankles are underneath your knees. Inhale through the nose. Take the arms up and over the head and exhale as we roll down nice and slow. Really stretching through your spine here, 1 vertebrae at a time. As your hips reach the bottom, hands come all the way back by your side. We're going to roll the hips up again. Inhale as we press down. Exhale, roll the hips all the way up. Nice deep breath in as we take the arms up and over the head. And exhale to roll down, nice and slow. Really stretching through your spine. Hands come all the way back by your side. We're going to do that 1 more time. Inhale as we press down. Exhale to roll all the way up. Nice deep breath in as we take the arms up and over the head. And exhale, rolling down. Really stretching through your spine. We're going to send the arms and legs both nice and long here, and we're coming up using our roll up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest. As we come forward, tuck the chin under. Stretch forward for 3 and 2 One more here. Keep the chin tucked under and rolling all the way down. Really rounding through our spine here as we roll down. Stretching the arms up and over the head. Bring it back to the top for me. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Chin to chest, rolling forward. Pulse forward. 3. Good. And 2. One more here. Pull the toes back, rolling all the way down. Nice and slow. Arms up and over the head. Bring it back to the top for me. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, all the way up, chin stays tucked under, pulsing forward. 3 and 2, one more. We're going to come up with a nice straight spine. Hands are on top of each other, shoulders are down and back. Inhale through the nose, exhale as we rotate to the left here. Inhale to center, exhale rotating to the right. So keeping those rotations going. If your back feels like it's slightly slumped here, then I want you to bend your knees. The most important part of this exercise here is just keeping the back nice and straight. So really working through the mid-back for 2 more each side. Exhale. Good. 1 more each side here. Beautiful work, coming all the way back to center. So we're going to push the heels down into the mat, rocking onto our sit bones, arms coming forward like you're hugging a big tree. Inhale through the nose, exhale, finding that half roll back, holding it here for me. Rotating to our right, inhale center, exhale rotating to the left. So we're going to keep those rotations going. Scooping and hollowing through the belly for 3 more each side. Keep it going, 2 more each side. Push down through the heels. Good, and 1 more each side here. Lovely work. We're going to stack all the way through the spine and slowly come up onto your hands and knees for me. So when we're setting up on our hands and knees, we're making sure that our wrists are underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Extend the spine as we look up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone all the way under for 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale. 1 more here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Keep the spine rounded. Tuck the tailbone under a little bit deeper for 1 more breath. Coming back into that extension of the spine and curling the toes under, pushing back into our down stretch. Chest towards the knees, heels towards the mat, lifting through both heels as we inhale. Exhale, pushing both heels down. Keep those heel lifts going. Keep pushing the chest back. We've got 2 more here. And 1 more. Holding here. Let's slide forward. So we're in a straight arm plank. Shoulders over wrists, pelvis tucked under. We're going to bring our right knee across the body to the left elbow. Left knee working across the body. So using our breath as we work into these movements, flattening out through your back for 4 and 3. Good. 2. 1 more each side. Lowering back down onto your knees. We've got 3 cat curls here. Inhale as we look up. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone under for 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Flattening out through the back. Straight arm plank. We're going to take our left knee to the outside of that left elbow. Right knee to the outside. Keep the chest nice and open. Core nice and strong. 4 more each side. Keeping the shoulders over the wrists. Squeezing into the belly for 2. And 1 more each side. Beautiful work. Let's lower down into a rest position. Knees wide, toes together. Send the arms forward. Drop your bottom down towards the heels. And dropping your chest down towards the mat here. We're breathing deeply. Releasing your forehead down onto the mat. 1 more breath. Taking both hands over to the right hand side of the mat. Now we really want to feel that stretch through the left hand side of the body. Breathing deeply. 1 more breath. Slowly coming over to the other side. So we're anchoring down through the right hip. Breathing deeply again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. We've got 1 more breath. Lovely work. Sliding forward onto our mats. coming down onto our bellies. So when we come lying down onto our bellies, we want to make sure the glutes are engaged. So we're tucking the pelvis under so there's no dumping or pressure into the lower back. We'll bring our hands by our chest and just starting with a small chest lift here. So we're feeling the upper back just move slightly, but we want to get a bit of an opening into the chest and work through our thoracic spine for 3 more. Good, 2. And 1 more here, taking our hands by our side, our shoulders are down and back, and we're pushing the palms up towards the ceiling. So we're keeping the arms fairly straight here and using the backs of the arms to push the palms up towards the ceiling. We'll feel an opening into the chest. Make sure we're squeezing our glutes, and you want to feel like you're lifting your belly off the mat at the same time. 5 more lifts here. Good, and 4, 3, 2, last one, hold the palms up, pulsing up for 5, and 4, 3, 2, last one, lower the fingertips, push the palms up towards the ceiling, straight lift and lower, just 3 more here, and 2, 1 more. We're going to bring the hands in by the chest, wrap the elbows into your sides, come into a full extension. Come all the way up here, shoulders are down. We're going to take our gaze upwards, tuck the chin to the chest and rolling all the way down. Working that stretch again, inhale to come up. Chin to chest, rolling all the way down. 1 more, nice deep breath in. And chin to chest, rolling all the way down. Beautiful work. Extending your arms all the way out and legs are nice and long. Lifting up through the right arm and the left leg and releasing down. So working from side to side here, almost coming into our swimming movement. Eyes facing downwards. So we're using the back of the body to lift the arm, to lift the leg. 4 more each side. Keep that going for 3 and 2. 1 more each side here. Lovely work, releasing all the way down. So we're going to bring our hands so they're on top of each other. Drop the knees out to the side and just resting your chin down. We're going to push the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling here. So really switching on through our glutes and hamstrings to lift the heels up towards the ceiling. Now, if you are tight through the front of the body, you're going to find this challenging. Just do what you can. Squeeze the heels together. 5 more lifts. And 4, good, 3, 2, last one here, releasing the legs all the way down, sending the arms and legs nice and long. We're going to lift up through the arms, lifting up through the legs and coming into our swimming action here. So alternating from side to side, lengthening out through the spine, keeping the back of the body nice and strong for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, have a bit of a rest. Turning your right temple just onto your hands. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly placing your chin back onto your hands, dropping the knees out to the side, squeezing the heels together. Second set here. Pushing the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Core nice and strong. Keeping those lifts going for 5 more. Really engaging into the back of the body. And 3, 2, we're going to hold the last one up. The knees are up, we're kicking the legs out and then tapping the heels together. Point through the toes. Stretch those legs out for 4 and 3. Good, 2. And last one. Bring the legs all the way together. Hands by your chest. Wrap the elbows in. Inhale to come up. Take your gaze upwards. Tuck the chin to the chest, rolling all the way down. 2 more of those for me. Inhale, coming up. Chin to chest, rolling down. For 1 more, nice deep breath in. Chin to chest, rolling all the way down. We're going to clasp our hands in behind our back here. Stretch the hands long towards the glutes and lift the hands as high as you can. We're feeling that nice opening into the chest. Squeezing the shoulder blades together for 4 more. Keep that going. 3 and 2, we're going to hold the last one up, squeeze the shoulder blades together for 4, 3, 2, and 1, releasing all the way down. Beautiful work. So we're going to come rolling over onto our sides. So coming onto our sides there, releasing down onto your hand for me. And we'll keep the legs nice and long today. So we're just lifting up through your top leg. Nice deep breath in, exhale, coming into a nice small controlled lift as we lift and lower. Our feet are flexed here, pushing the heels all the way out. Let's keep those lifts going for 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, last one here. Keeping that top leg lifted, we're lifting our bottom leg, squeezing into it. Nice and controlled. 5 more lifts. 4, 3, 2, last one. Keeping both legs lifted, and then we're opening up, squeezing back into the center. Squeeze all the way in for 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to lower that bottom leg. We're pointing out through both toes and we're circling forward for 3 and 2. 1 more here. Let's circle back. 3 circles to the back. 2 and 1. Hold it here. I'm going to get you to stretch that leg nice and high. As you release, hold it at hip height, so don't lower it all the way down. Nice long stretch to the top for 3 more. Keep that going for 2. On our last one, we're going to hold that ankle in alignment with the hip bone. We're flexing through our feet again. Small controlled lift. We're really pushing all the energy out through the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that top leg lifted. Lift your bottom leg to meet. Use the inner thigh to lift. 3, 2, last one here. We're going to open up through the legs, squeeze back into the center. 3 more. Use your breath. 2 and 1. Lower the bottom leg, point through the toes. We're circling forward for 3 and 2. 1 more here, circling back. 3 circles back. 2 and 1. Let's stretch that leg nice and long to the top. Inhale as we lower. Exhale to stretch long. We're nearly there. 3 and 2. Hold the last one at the top. Pulse it at the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Beautiful work. Bend the knees up. Give that hip a little bit of a punch out. Well done, everyone. They never get easier, those side lifts. We're going to come up into a side plank onto our elbow. I'm going to give you a few variations. You can push up onto your knee, or your feet can be split, or they're stacked on top of each other. If they're stacked on top of each other, we're lifting up through the top fingertips and we're lowering our hips and then driving them back up towards the ceiling, using the sides of the waist. So we've just got 5 more here. Push them up. And 4. Good. 3, 2, last one. As we lower down, we're bringing our knees forward. The elbow that's on the ground, push off it, and take that top arm up and over. So nice seated side stretch here. Mermaid stretch. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Long breath out. 2 more breaths. Closing down through the eyes if you'd like to. We've got 1 more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And swiveling on our mat, so we're coming over to the other side. Setting up with our elbow down onto our mats and lengthening out through the legs here. So we want our hips stacked on top of each other, top hands in front for a little bit of support, and we've got our small lift and lower, nice controlled lift and lower. Let's pull the belly button back towards the spine. 5 more lifts here. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep that top leg up. We're lifting our bottom leg to meet. So we're using the inner thigh. We're using the top side of the waist as well. We've got 3 more lifts. And 2, we're going to hold the last one up and we're opening up and squeezing into the center. Open and squeeze into the center for 4 and 3, 2, 1 more here. Lowering all the way down. We're pointing out through the toes, circling forward. 3, 2, and 1. Let's circle back for 3 and 2. 1 more here. Send that leg nice and long. Inhale as we lower. Exhale to lift for 4 and 3. Stretch it nice and long. 2 and 1. As we lower down, hold that top leg at hip height, flexing your feet again. Small controlled lift. Push out through the heels. Belly button back towards the spine. 2 and 1. Hold that top leg up. We're lifting our bottom leg to meet. Just 4 more lifts here. Using both sides of your waistline. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it up. Open up. Squeeze back into the center for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Lower the bottom leg. Point the toes. Circle forward. 3 here. 2 and 1. Circle back for 3 and 2, and 1. Hold it here. Let's stretch it all the way to the top. Nice long stretch, pointing out through both toes for 3, and 2. We're going to hold our last one up, and we're pulsing up at the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Beautiful work. Both knees come up. Give that hip a nice punch out. Getting a little bit more blood flow back to it there. We're coming into our side plank, pushing off onto our elbow. Make sure the elbow's underneath the shoulder. Find your variation. Knee, feet are split or they're stacked on top of each other. We're lifting the top fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling, lowering the hips and then driving them back up towards the ceiling. Really using the sides of the waist here. We've got 5 more. Keep that going for me. 3 and 2. Last one, release it down, bring the knees forward, push off the elbow, take that arm up and over the head. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath here, nice deep breath in. Exhale. Beautiful work. So we're going to come lying down onto our backs. So swiveling back down onto our mats here. So just bringing our hands behind the knees, starting with a straight spine, and exhale as we roll down, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. As we reach the mat, we're going to float our legs up to tabletop. Knees are over hips, toes slightly higher than the knees. We're working with our lower back, pressing down into the mat today. Nice deep breath in and exhale as we curl. Squeezing into the belly, keep the elbows wide. On our next curl up, we're going to send both toes up towards the ceiling. Stretch them long. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale as we curl up. Keep that going for me. 2 more. Good. 1 more here. Coming back to our tabletop position here. So we're going to curl across. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale to lower. Same side. 1 more just like that. And this time as we curl up, we're going to send our right leg nice and long. Lower it to the floor. Inhale. Exhale as we curl across. Just 1 more on this side. Holding that right knee still. We're curling up with our left elbow. 3 and 2. 1 more. On this next one, we're going to add that leg lower with the left leg. Inhale to come up. Exhale as we curl across. 1 more here. Sending our toes nice and long up towards the ceiling. We're curling across with our right hand to the left ankle. 2 more just like that. On our next one, we're going to lower our right leg, send it long towards the floor. Inhale to come up. Curl all the way across. We've got 1 more here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale as we curl. Let's hold it at the top. Left hand reaching over towards that right ankle. 1 more just like that. This time as we curl up, lowering down through our left leg. Let's curl it up. Inhale. Exhale as we curl. We've got 1 more. Beautiful work, holding our legs at the top, flexing through our feet and curling all the way up. Inhale as we lower. Exhale as we curl and squeeze into the belly for 5. Straightening out through the legs as best we can. 3 and 2. On this last one, we're going to stay curled up, hands on the outside of your thighs. Our toes are pointed and we're crisscrossing down. So lengthening out through the legs, pressing down through the lower back. Keep those crisscrosses going. And down we go. 3, 2, and 1. Back up to the top. We've got 1 more set. Let's crisscross it down. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly up. Beautiful work. Hug the knees all the way in towards the chest. Rock them from side to side. Let the lower back release there. Nice deep breath in. As we exhale, sending the arms and legs nice and long, coming up using our roll up. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, coming all the way to the top. We're going to bend up through our knees, bring our hands in behind us, fingertips facing inwards, floating our legs up to our tabletop position, sending the toes nice and long. Inhale to bend. Exhale, stretch them nice and long. We're in a half roll back position with our lower back for 2 and 1. Sending the legs long, arms are coming up, finding our balance position for 3 and 2. Last one, roll it down nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to try to come up into our teaser position from the bottom. Inhale, hands and knees come up. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling up. Bring the knees up, send the legs long, holding for 3 and 2 and one. Release down slow, nice and controlled. We've got one more of those. Let's bring our hands up. Let's bring our knees up. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Come on up. Send the legs long, holding here for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower it down, squeeze the belly and have a nice stretch out at the end there. Send the arms and legs nice and long. We're going to finish off our movement with our rollover. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, lower back pressing down. We're going to take the toes up and over the head here. Send them over. You can use your hands into your lower back if you need to. Inhale in this position and exhale as we roll down, nice and slow. 1 vertebrae at a time. Taking your time. As your hips reach the bottom, double leg lower and taking the legs straight up and over. I'm going to give you a variation in the moment if this is not for you today. Rolling all the way down, nice and controlled. 1 vertebrae at a time. You can continue with those rollovers. If you need the variation, our feet are onto the mat and we're pressing down through our lower back as we roll the hips up. We're going to still get that sensation, that mobilization into our spine. Otherwise, we're continuing with our rollovers for 2 more. Exhale as we roll down. Really feeling each vertebrae moving 1 at a time. Last one of those for me. Come all the way up. Inhale and exhale as we roll down. Nice and slow. Beautiful work. Hugging the knees in. Take the hands through the knees. Grab onto the ankles. Take the knees and ankles apart and turn the toes in for 3 and 2. 1 more, change directions for 3 and 2. 1 more here, beautiful work. Bring our right knee into the chest, send the left leg long. We're going to take this knee across the body as we look out over the right shoulder. Being mindful if you have any lower back issues here, taking your time. You can keep that shoulder onto the mat, otherwise taking the knee all the way to the floor and encouraging that right shoulder to stay down. Coming all the way back to center. Let's come on over to the other side. Left knee in towards the chest, send the right leg long. Take that knee across the body as we look out over our left shoulder. Breathing deeply here. Coming all the way back to center here. Sending our arms and legs nice and long. We're going to come up using our roll up. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, chin to chest, pulsing forward here for 3 and 2. Beautiful, last one, sitting up nice and tall, bending up through both knees. We're going to bring our right ankle onto our left knee and just letting that right knee drop out to the side. Breathing deeply. Nice deep breath in. Long exhalation. We're going to hold here for 1 more breath. Come on over to change sides. Left ankle onto your right knee, pushing that left knee all the way out and breathing deeply again. 1 more breath. Inhale through the nose. Long exhalation out of the mouth. And slowly coming over onto both knees for me. We're going to take our right leg out to the side, left hand towards the ground and send the right arm up and over. I want you to push the hips forward here. Lengthen out through the top arm. Nice deep breath in. Long exhalation for 1 more breath. Pushing off that left hand to bring your right hand to the inside of the right knee and sending your left arm up and over. Push the hips forward again. You're going to feel that stretch laterally through the left hand side of the body, also into your left hip. 1 more breath. Sink a little bit deeper here if you can. Bring your right knee onto the mat there. Sending our left leg nice and long. We're going to take our right hand down towards the mat. Send the left arm up and over the head, making sure you're anchoring both shoulders down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Push the hips forward. 1 more breath. Pushing off your right hand, bring the left hand on the inside of the left knee. Sending your right arm up and over. Push the hips all the way forward. 1 more breath. Take it a little bit deeper if you can. Bring both knees back down onto your mat. We're going to curl our toes under here and just bring your hands onto the mat and rock back so we're on our toes. So our heels are lifted, our hands are onto the floor here, our knees are in that nice deep knee bend, and we're going to straighten out through the legs, push the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Now you may need to keep your knees slightly bent here, but the aim is try to straighten them out as much as we can. We're going to come into that nice deep knee bend, inhale. Exhale, push the sit bones up towards the ceiling for one more. Inhale. Exhale, push the sit bones up. Tucking your chin under. Inhale. And exhale as we roll up. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. We're going to finish off with one more standing roll down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling down. Keep your chin tucked under for me. Inhale. And exhale as we roll up. Nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time. That is our 30-minute Pilates mat class for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to you joining me again soon.